energy world, we're coming to you live right here from India Energy Week 2025 in New Delhi. I'm Divina Lasson, and joining me now is Pankaj Kalra. He's the CEO, Essar Oil and Gas Exploration and Production. Pankaj, welcome. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you so much. It's
So
indeed a pleasure to be part here.
Yes, absolutely, and congratulations on such a wonderful setup right here at IEW. Can you talk to us a little bit about what you have planned here at your pavilion?
Yeah. First of all, on the event itself, I think it is an epitome of oil and gas.
Yes.
One of the best symposiums that you can have in this part of the world. What it does is it confluences the entire sector of oil and gas.
Yes.
And to make it all the more amazing, this year, one of the key theme has been artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And that has been one of the driving force of our industry. And we are quite confident with the kind of facets of business that we are in. We can collectively change the face of not only the country but the entire Asia Pac.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a vision you have there. What were you hoping to get specifically out of your displays here at your pavilion this year?
So we've got multiple lines of businesses here.
Yes.
I represent the exploration and production arm. We are one of the showcase investment case for the government of India on the CBM space. We are the largest producer of coal bed methane in India.
Yes.
We produce about 65% of India's CBM. In addition to that, we have different other lines of businesses which also you can see showcased here. One of them, and most of them are the future ready businesses.
Yes.
They are possibly the most cutting edge technology that you will get to see anywhere across the globe.
Absolutely.
So one of them is the Essar energy transition, where we are talking about green hydrogen, and the plan is underway in UK. We are talking about, one of the cleanest form of fossil fuel as well as the energy system that we are trying to produce in India. So to put it simplistically, I think Essar is very well poised from not only the exploration but taking it to the last mile of making it extremely green.
Yes, wonderful. So on that note, are there any specific updates you can share with us about your company's business operations, your business developments? What's new in the pipeline?
So let me first talk about the E&P business. So currently we produce about 1% of India's production. The plan is to really take it to almost 5% over the next 2.5, 3 years. Towards that, we have already kick-started our capex cycle. We have invested about $100 million in the last 1 year. The plan is to invest another about $150 to $200 million over the next 2 to 3 years to take the production from the current 1 million to about 5 million.
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about the updates on which areas of business you're focusing on for growth in the coming years?
So we are largely focused around coal bed methane in India from an exploration and production standpoint. We do have 2 other conventional assets, one in Vietnam, where we made one of the largest discovery of entire Southeast Asia.
Wow.
And that we co-partnered with ENI. ENI is the operator as well as the partner with us. And then we also have a block in Nigeria. But our prime focus remains on India. We want to really help and make India enable towards the self-sufficiency on the gas side.
Yes.
As I mentioned, the growth from 1 to 5% is our stepping stone towards the journey.
Wow, fantastic. So are there any specific areas of growth in terms of investments as well that you're focusing on?
Yeah, as I mentioned, we have already in the last 1.5 years invested about $100 million. Over the next 2 to 3 years, we'll invest another about $250 million in drilling more and more horizontal wells. On the CBN space, we've got 500 square kilometer of acreage, of which we have only harnessed 70 square kilometer of that. So there is still a huge headroom that we have in hand, and we are quite well poised in terms of making it happen.
Absolutely. So with all these very large scale future plans, how would you say the company is really poised to contribute overall to the Indian economy and to India's gas-based economy specifically?
See, with the current production, we are actually contributing not only to the government exchequer. We contribute about $150 million on an annualized level to the government exchequer. We're also helping through import substitution. Enormous amount of money is flowing out of India.
Yes.
So over the next 5 years, if I were to give you a number, we are saving upon at least $5 billion of government exchequer in terms of outflow not happening because of our import substitution.
Wow, fantastic. Are we quite progressing on this trajectory as you were
Yes,
describing?
we are quite pleased to say that we are progressing very well. We have been very thankful to the government of India. All their progressive steps have been very, very conducive to the business environment. They have really helped us in terms of coming all this long way. And now we are at the right point of inflection that we can see the growth really happening towards that.
Fantastic. And so if you could give a little bit of insight on your personal views on the CBM sector here in India.
See, coal bed methane sector in India is very, very underrated. let me give you another example. In fact, two global examples. India produces about 85 to 90 million standard cubic meters of gas,
Yes.
and we import almost the same amount.
Wow, okay.
Australia on CBM alone produces about 130 million standard cubic meters of gas,
Oh,
which is 1.4 times that India produces
Yes.
holistically
Yes.
from all forms of fuels.
yes.
China, in the last 7 years, have taken their production from 4 million to 28 million per day.
Yes.
So I think CBM has the right growth path for us. It can really enable our vision to make gas as a part of the energy basket from 6 to 15%. So I think one of the key enabler can be coal bed methane in India.
Wow, fantastic. Well, again, very exciting outlook there. Before we wrap up, of course, no conversation about the future of energy can be had without talking about the role of technology. And let's focus especially on your operations. Can you give us some insight really on how tech, we're talking AI today, how has all of this come together to help in SR's operations?
So as you mentioned, SR has been one of the first imbiber of technology.
Yes.
We have implemented one of the most cutting edge technologies into India. So towards that, we have tied up with local partners as well as global firms,
Right.
which are enabling us both on machine learning as well as artificial intelligence in terms of understanding the well productivity. It has helped us really reduce the downtime rate of our wells. The machine learning has really helped us in terms of what are the right indicators for
Yeah.
each performing wells.
Yes.
So I think both from technology in-house as well as taking external help, I think we are we have been not only an early mover, but we are a quick mover on that front.
Absolutely, and indispensable, of course,
Of course.
to all your growth stories. Wonderful. Before we wrap up, sir, any insight or any input into the key objectives or any key results that you're really looking forward to getting here at India Energy
So our
Week?
first milestone is to really grow the business from 1 to 2 million, which we are quite confident with our roadmap to take it over the next 18 months, and then to take it to our eventual journey of making India or CBM from this asset to take it to almost 5 million.
Wow, fantastic. What role do you think that initiatives like this, India Energy Week, plays in such
I think
large-scale
They
goals?
play a very pivotal role. The kind of companies that come here globally,
Yes.
they bring in not only the best of technologies, we can see best of minds talking about technological breakthroughs that they've got.
Yes.
The sessions are indeed very inspiring, as well as they are very full of knowledge, full of areas that we can as a company improve upon.
Sure. Yes.
So I think there is a lot to learn from them.
Yeah. Big learning experience.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. All the very best on all your
Thank you so
initiatives,
much.
and thank you for talking to us
Thank
here on ET Energy World. Thank you.